We can just talk.
Just some starter.
I conditioner my beard. Is it?
Okay. So, welcome to the KillBox
recording.
episode 6. Yeah, it's totally recording, and you guys are playing with each other's beard.
No, he doesn't have a beard.
He has some stubble.
I do. That's about as big
My
as
roommate's putting Rogaine on his face to try.
that ain't good.
Zach?
That ain't good. That ain't good.
Oh,
So,
wow.
well, already off topic. Already off
Did you know
topic.
that if you rub Rogaine on a pregnant
God
girl's
damn.
belly,
She's dead.
Yep.
Abortion.
She won't die, but it'll
That's a
have
dead baby.
miscarriage.
Abortion.
It's a dead baby.
So,
Wow.
Just interesting.
Within the first minute, we're talking about
fact.
abortions today.
Yep.
That's messed up.
Yes.
this is Adam.
This is Adam. Hello, Adam.
He's back after a
He's
long
back after a
hiatus.
month.
Yeah, he was.
All right.
He's a resident
So-
Bricks player.
So I'm Matt,
I'm Mike.
I'm Simon.
and this is the KillBox.
Yay.
So let's go over some events today. You know, as you see, lock and load. Oh, God.
It's an earthquake.
Oh no!
Earthquake in Asheville.
Oh no! Lock and load just finished, so that's over.
Don't stare at your shoe, Matt.
And this Saturday we have free RPG day.
Yep.
Yay.
So
Free RPG.
all across the country, you got some free RPGs going on. And
June
here,
15th, Saturday, Wyvern's Tale.
Yeah.
Come play some free RPGs.
Asheville, North Carolina. We're running Iron Kingdoms RPG,
Yep.
so that's
Yeah.
cool.
You can be a gobber.
Yeah.
Be a gobber? If you want to see, if you want to see a bad press ganger run some bad games, no, I'm kidding.
No, he's a good
I'm
press
fine.
ganger.
I'm fine. So
No,
He's fishing for compliments.
That's
He's
about-
terrible.
I'm terrible. Terrible.
The worst press ganger ever.
So to start the day off, we're going to talk about some different products that you can get into
For the
Warmachine.
new
with.
player, what you really like, kind of need. Not
Yeah,
really.
kinda
I mean,
need.
not what you need.
not
but
what you need, but you want to have a
Yeah.
smooth game.
Right.
You know.
The first few things you probably want to do
Let's get a ruler.
is get a ruler. There you go. Get a ruler.
Tape measure.
And dice.
Try to get a non like what is that? You want like a carpentry ruler.
Yeah.
Like you know.
I like the-
a
This is
tape
bad,
measure.
but I like the Games Workshop orange
Shut
ones
up.
where they have the thumb thing where it's reversed. It's not where you have to push the thumb in to make it hang out. You just pull it and it stays there, and then you
Oh,
push
okay.
the thumb to make it come back
Okay.
in. It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah. I use Stanley's.
Person.
I'm sorry, but I like that one.
Yeah.
That's the only Games Workshop product I will ever endorse.
You're still an awful person.
That's true.
You know. Yeah,
working on
I
it.
use some. I use Stanley's generally. Those are good rulers.
Try not
tape
to get
measures.
the little ones that when you pull out they
They
flop
those,
down.
you know,
the floppy
little
ones, you gotta get
flaccid
the one
roller.
with
Yeah,
concave.
those are
so it has-
tailoring. Those are tailoring
Yeah,
rulers.
don't use that.
Yeah.
Those are kind of.
One of
Those-
our
You
friends,
don't want to bend
Wayne.
your tape. Yeah.
Wayne uses it a lot, and he like pulls it out, and it's just like it just lays on the table, and he's always fucking
And he
with
plays Harvey too, so he's
Yeah.
got to do the 20.
it. Yeah,
inches.
he's trying to do
Oh,
the
wow.
20 inches. And I'm just like, here, man,
He's
use
like,
mine.
Why don't you know hem these pants while you're at it? So that's one major thing you got to do. Next thing.
Wayne, we need a rematch, by the way. Sorry, keep going.
Next thing up, of course, you
Oh,
want
we
some-
need a rematch.
Oh, we do need a rematch. We want some. You might want to get some very readable dice.
Yeah.
I say readable because your opponent's gonna be like, oh, that's bullshit and that's
Yeah.
not readable and blah blah blah.
That's why I can't use my pirate
Like
dice.
yeah, like
I don't mind
there's
using
some
the pirate
dice that
dice.
have like
I mean,
runes
I
and
know.
stuff on it that are just when you're in
Yeah.
a time tournament or something
Yeah.
where it's timed, and if it's very I guess etiquette if you roll the dice and you grab the dice up before your opponent sees what it is, you have to re-roll it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I consider that pretty good etiquette.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so if you just throw it down and you're like, oh, I can read the dice, but he can't, you can kind of
Fuck
be a
yourself.
little shisty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're throwing dice like that, if it's one major roll, it,
Yeah.
just all look. Now, when I get into sprays or infantry rolls, I mean, I'm throwing dice like this. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah.
And I mean,
If it rolls off the table, fucking re-roll it.
Yeah,
Zach did this
okay.
shit to me the other day.
No.
He rolled 3 dice, one flew off the table and it rolled over there, and he's like, oh, it's a 5. And he picks it up, I was like, no, it's off the table, re-roll it. He's like,
Just re-roll the dice that fell off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've talked about this before, but I saw a forum post about that. Like the guy rolled some dice and like one flew off the table, and it was like he rolled a 6. He only needed a 7 to hit.
Yeah.
And his opponent was like, "Oh, re-roll both of them."
No.
Like, no. I consider
It's
that.
able.
There
Yeah,
are
it's
some. There are some games where all the dice must be legal, or the whole thing has to be rolled.
Right.
But in Warmachine, it's
That is a-
per dice.
it's a gray
There's
area.
2 that are in, and one falls out. You re-roll that one. So
I consider
and that's it.
Well, I call it out of bounds. Even when we're playing on the slats, I think I done this last week. I was rolling against Matt, and one fell off the slat. And to me, in that 4x4 area,
That's legal.
That is the legal play area.
Yes.
If one fell off the slat, I need to re-roll that.
Yes.
I mean, I think I rolled a 5 or a 6 on that, and I was like, well, it's out of bounds. I'm going to re-roll it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion, I guess.
Yeah,
It's not, we're not
terrain,
playing
like
craps,
hills,
so you don't need to fucking
Yeah.
your dice.
Yeah.
But
So that's dice. Then you have token sets. Every faction has one. We would suggest you picking up one for your faction.
Yeah. They're really good.
They're really good. The Profiteer Press one's really solid.
they help organize things.
You don't have to use Profiteer Press ones.
You're jacking
No,
off?
no.
I need some dice.
This
He
guy-
needs dice. No, I didn't bring my
I got
stuff.
some. Give me the pink pouch. It's on the side.
pouch.
It's on
Here it is.
the big pink DOS bag there.
That's a,
Bam!
that's a
Bam.
pink ball sack.
That's a
right there.
sack of balls. It's
That's
fondle
a
it.
soft one.
Which a DOS bag. If you're like me and collect large amounts of DOS, this is something
Nice
kind of
bag.
neat. Something cool. These are handmade here at the Wyvern's Tail in Nashville.
Oh, nice. We'll get some
So-
handmade pink scrotum bags.
Scrotum bags. I had that one specifically made for me. It's pink on the outside, blue on the inside.
Oh,
it's my
nice.
My Little Pony bag.
Nice. Oh, that's
It's
cute.
very
It's
childish.
technology, man. It's cool.
Okay, so yeah, tokens. A lot of people use like little glass beads and marbles and stuff for focus.
That's fine if
Yeah, it
you
works.
if they're writable. If you write
Yeah,
them.
like a lot of them, I've seen people use where they have like 3 upkeeps out, and all they have is a black bead to kind of show you that there's upkeeps. You don't know what upkeeps are on there.
Maybe
That's
you should
kind
pay
of
attention.
a gray area because when you have 3 upkeeps out on their side, it's hard to, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, what did you put on that? What did you put on that?
when it
The
comes,
person could be like, oh yeah, no, I switched them.
yeah, when
you know.
it comes to that, you have to be like, if you're gonna do the beads, have one of each color and let your opponent know what the bead is. Like if you have 3 upkeeps, have 1 black, 1 white, and 1 clear. Be like, this
Yeah.
is the black one. It's black. It's bad, so it's going to be parasite.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
this is
enemy
parasite.
upkeep.
Yeah.
You know.
Or it could be black spot.
But once
Or-
again, though,
Because it's black and it's,
Yeah.
it's a spot.
And it's a spot that works.
There we go.
I still prefer the tokens
Yeah.
more than anything.
Yeah, I use the upkeep tokens and just write out what it is. And
Yeah,
I write out they have little animus tokens.
Yeah.
They have
Knockdown
spell effect
tokens.
tokens.
Yeah.
They
warp
have
tokens.
customizable tokens,
Yeah.
spell call tokens for trolls.
Yeah.
I try to keep everything out on the table to know what I
You
have.
know,
out there.
and in a tournament setting, that's what you have to do.
Because I know what's out there and I know what's on the things, but some people are going to be planning and they don't see an offensive upkeep that you have on your, you know what I mean? It can fuck them just because you didn't have a token out there.
Yeah.
And that's on the
Just
players. You know.
Yeah. So I was listening to I think it's Epic Flail. It's one of the British podcasts on the Muse Network, and they were talking about vengeance moves because they were getting ready for the World Team Championship.
Love my
World
blades.
Team Championship.
One of my
And
sentiments.
the question that they put out was, if I kill a model on your turn, on my turn, that has vengeance, and you don't put a token out that says vengeance has been activated, and a judge gets called, should that vengeance be activated?
Yes.
Yes, because you clearly killed a model.
But what if the models, like, what if you're like not at the beginning of the game? What if it's like later in the game and there's already been some models dead?
Well,
You know what I
if
mean?
you can't remember what you did last turn on your turn,
Right.
Well, I mean,
It's like- it's just like,
that kind of
pay
comes
attention to your
into,
game.
but like, tokens are for like, I usually use tokens for upkeeps and animi.
Right.
Other things, other in-game things like really vengeance, righteous vengeance, stuff like that.
Another thing that they brought up too to take skinwalkers. Say they took some damage on turn 1, and then later in the turns they've taken more damage. Well, did that damage happen this turn? Did it happen last turn? If a
Yeah,
judge
I
gets
can
called
have it.
over, should you put a token that says,
For
okay,
like Morg's
this has happened?
and stuff
you
like
know?
that. I could see that. that's a valid point to me. Maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah.
But I always remember when vengeance happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, most of the time you can just tell. Like if it's the beginning of the game, well, there's a full unit. It's missing a model.
Well,
you know.
And if it's my turn and no fin blades have died, and one gets killed, as soon as he's dead, I'll say vengeance.
Exactly.
I get my vengeance move.
Which that's another thing that they talked about. Tokens are supposed to be used for spells and effects. Vengeance isn't either a spell. It's not a spell
really
or an effect.
Like
it's
not in
neither.
game terms. It's neither.
Right.
Yeah.
So being able to vocally state that and let your opponent know is one thing. But the question that was asked is if a judge gets called over and your opponent blatantly lies and says, no, he didn't say that, or no, this vengeance didn't happen. It's up to that judge's call. So you might as well use a token to just go ahead and represent it.
Yeah, might as well.
Now we're talking.
I mean, it takes 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Why not?
but we're talking like superior douchebaggery. If you're going to be lying to
this
a
is the
judge
worst
and
of
your
the worst.
opponent.
I've never even encountered that shit
Well,
yet.
who knows? You know, we've never went to the European meta. We don't know how that is.
Yeah, we don't.
But you know,
we have honor over here in the Americas.
You know, hey,
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
Nazis.
Yeah.
Just saying Nazis.
KKK.
Nazis.
That's true. We are in the South.
Look what we did to the Indians.
You know what? They could have called it the Trail of Happiness.
I
Instead of
doubt.
the Trail of Tears.
No,
That is terrible.
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy. We're finding new land. No,
God,
that's bad.
Bad.
That's an edit. That's why you just
no,
Yeah,
totally
no.
not.
We're not playing Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, we really aren't.
But anyway,
I still find that I'm in that mode.
yeah.
Still Cards.
Yeah,
It's
Cards
like a
Against
week.
Humanity mode.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm still.
It's bad for you.
Still wanna be
It's bad for your
offensive,
soul.
Yeah.
It is bad. You have a black soul.
All right,
I
so
do. Yeah.
so after you get some tokens and stuff, and you get a ruler because you really
That's-
need one.
You know, you get
That's the
a set of
basics.
D6s, tokens, and a ruler.
And,
That's the basic.
And
What
you,
you
you
need.
buy one NOS dry erase marker too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
one NOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, all top loaders for your cards, but those
Top loaders
Top
or
loaders
cheap
or-
sleeves.
yeah,
I use
cheap
I
sleeves.
use cheap sleeves.
I like the
penny
top
sleeves.
loaders. Because I'm
No,
very
it
rough
Depends
with
on
my
how much.
shit.
Yeah.
Depends on how much bag space you have, which we'll get into that.
Yeah, because it's
It's,
hard to fit the top loaders into your bag.
What's my bag size?
Your bag size? It's
Yeah,
a
what-
pack 420, right?
No, I think it's the bigger one.
The 7.
Because the 420 was my first bag, and I gave it to
It's a
Simeon.
7 something another.
You actually have a bag.
412 and 720.
720. I have a 721. Yeah.
When are you going to come and
and
play?
that's a good size. You know,
Yeah,
it holds most of my troll stuff.
Let's go over
I
what.
want to beat you
yeah.
dwarves again.
So you got Battle Foam. There's really two big companies out there. You got Battle Foam and you got KR Multicase. Battle Foam has recently, well, not recently, they've always kind of been into this problem of kind of some bad customer service, from what I understand. The guy Romeo, the guy who owns the place, he's a very interesting and flavorful person, and a lot of people.
I feel that has a negative connotation to
It, a lot. Well, okay.
It's a very polite way to put
You
negative
have to be
things.
able
yeah,
to
who
take
cares?
this gentleman with who he is. He is a very, very extreme person.
Intense.
Intense. He is a very intense person.
Okay.
And a lot of people kind of take him off guard. No, they're all taken off guard by him.
Yeah.
But he's not a terrible person. Although there has been some legal issues pop up recently with a site and him suing them about public defamation of character and such. But
I'm not part of this video.
but hopefully we won't get sued by Romeo. But Battle Foam products are
You're a
not
good guy.
are they not bad products. Like I have 2 Battle Foam bags. I have a wheeled bag, a wheeled privateer press bag, and I have a War Machine bag, and my wife has a Hordes bag. Yeah, go ahead and throw that up there.
They're really good bags. Yeah.
This is typical.
This is a 420?
No, that's a War Machine privateer
This-
press bag.
yeah,
that's
this
privateer
one.
press
Yes.
size.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is
Pretty big.
it is battle foam.
It's
Yep.
got back here. You got your
You got all kinds of shit on here. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
I
you
got
got
you.
it.
I got
No,
you.
wait,
Oh,
that's
that's the wrong one.
That's
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
There's so many zippers.
So we just
If you have a zipper fetish, this is the bag for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can,
Oh, look
you
at
can like,
that.
put your cards in here.
Oh, I can
You
be a
see-
hand
look,
model.
Look, I got a little
Look at that.
first place certificate down here.
Oh,
It's
look
great.
at that. Let's see that. First place certificate.
Oh yeah.
See,
And we have
Round
card
hole?
sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got all kinds of. Hey, don't quit throwing my shit.
Oh,
out my
whoa,
bag.
throwing shit.
Oh, Dugal. Dugal.
Is that Dugal?
All right.
He's great.
Let's put this back up.
Put it back up.
All right, but on the back you have this nice
He
little
has
like
a Dugal
felt.
card. I don't think he's ever
You
played
got this
Dugal.
nice little felt, so you can like put your badges and things on, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Oh, really?
But yeah,
And, you
Patches.
have all kinds of fucking
little
bags.
bags.
slots,
I mean,
all
it's
kinds
it's
of
a
shit.
cool bag. That's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Their foam's good. It has a
I
it
like their
has
foam.
a
I like the pluck.
yeah, the
Pluck is
pluck
good.
foam's good. They have a hard bottom
To keep
on
myself from plucking
their
stuff out.
I have bags with just plucked foam.
Yeah.
yeah.
Two
Garbage
trash
bags.
bags
Yeah.
just of pluck foam.
No, one trash bag and one rice bag.
Burlap rice bag.
Yeah.
They have a hard
20
bottom
pounds of
on their
rice for
stuff.
$15.
So I like to use they have like these little pieces of just foam. That's like a foam sheet that you can stack those in there, so you can keep the hard pieces from hitting on top of your models.
Yeah,
that's another
that's
way
good.
to do it.
Chips the
It does chip the
Chip
paint
your-
sometimes.
your sword tips.
But
or your
overall, you know,
helmets.
they're a great bag. I've never had a problem with them. You'll see other things on the internet that say otherwise, just like you do with anything.
Yeah, with
I
any
can-
product, there's gonna be.
I can have a golden turd sitting here, and somebody like, but it's still a turd. And I'm like, but it's fucking gold, and it weighs 20 pounds, and I'm gonna go make myself some money. Like, but it's a turd. But no, I don't care. But
Yeah, you'll
Battle
find anything
foam
wrong.
it's a good product. I can't really bitch about Battle Foam. Then you have KR Multicase, which KR Multicase also great company. Nick, who comes down from not Nick, Chris, who comes from Anderson. He has KR Multicases, and they come in cardboard boxes, or you can get aluminum cases. And they are like this blue foam, and there's soft foam all over the place, so they're completely soft. Now that is really good on your models if you're more of a painter than you are just wanting to load a ton of models in, because your soft foam's going to be a lot better on your models. Now because they're in these,
Caresses your models.
because they're in these cardboard boxes, you don't have to really buy a bag, because all the cardboard boxes have handles. And if you do need to buy a bag, they actually have a roller that you just slide your cardboard boxes into.
That's
nice.
good.
It's good. It's a good company. They are I think they're a British company, and they do have a sales site here in the U.S. too. But they're not as good with packing their stuff together as Battle Foam is. You're not going to fit as many miniatures in a bag that you can with Battle Foam.
It's more quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a 720 bag, which is a good size, I can fit almost 250 points of trolls into it. I fit everything I need to play several different 50, 100 point lists I want.
Oh yeah.
It's everything I need.
There you go.
Yeah.
Any other kind of nitpicky products that you might need?
No, but once you start getting the hang of the game and you start playing tournaments and stuff like that, you definitely want to get. You can go to Michael's or Joann's or stuff like that and get these 3-inch, 4-inch, or 5-inch AoE templates, which are just little rings.
They're brass rings.
Which just signify a little template that you place down, because there are quite a bit of
like covering fire.
Covering
you got,
fire.
Like, the electro fucking.
yeah, and then there's like
They're used
swamp
for-
covers, 5-inch
Yeah.
smoke cloud.
Clouds.
Those are really, really good.
They're used for leather working,
If somebody
so go to
plays
the leather
trenchers.
working section.
Yeah, leather working.
You play trenchers.
If
Yeah.
you there's a lot of different
Grey
things.
Lords.
It's always
Yeah.
good to have.
Gorman.
Yeah, it's always good to have a
Now
few
the
of
attack.
those.
Tax.
And instead of putting a dice on the table and then saying that that's the template, because then that gets a little weird.
It can, because
Yeah.
you can't technically measure from that template. You have to eyeball it.
Yeah.
But since there's an AoE down, you don't really have to
I usually use it
eyeball
like sometimes
And
when I
if you
don't have
fucking
it.
knock your dice over,
Yeah,
you're
like-
screwed.
yeah, it's really
Push that up a little while.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's- And then
But whatever. it is
really,
what it
I
is.
mean, just those templates.
you're actually gonna want to get actual templates, blast templates, and spray templates, and roll melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
We
things.
kinda forgot about
Yeah,
that.
we didn't
Yeah, we
mention
forgot
that.
about those.
Those
But
are
those
very
are
important.
sold in pretty much everywhere there's Warmachine and Hordes are sold.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah.
able to find.
They're-
It has a spray template, a blast template, and a melee key.
Yeah, because you can always measure your melee range from models, so that's
Only
Very good
yours.
to have.
Yours.
Your
You have to ask
yeah.
to measure somebody else's.
yeah.
And they can say no.
They
Yeah,
can,
they
say,
can
no.
say no.
There's 3 major brands of those templates. You have the Privateer Press ones,
Yeah.
which they're good.
They're-
the only
they're a
problem
bit
is
brittle.
They're a bit brittle.
Yeah, they're
Plastic.
pretty basic.
And if you've noticed, here's a fun fact: take out your rule book and lay your spray template down on the spray template in the rule book, and it doesn't match.
Oh, really?
It's
does not
it's a
match.
few.
It
It's
is
not
a-
even. It's like a few
It's a
centimeters
few centimeters
short.
off.
Like the spray template in the book is a bit off. Yeah. It's,
Wait a minute, is the book bigger
I don't know.
or is the spray bigger?
I haven't really done that, but I know that's different.
Because if this book
Now-
is
now
bigger,
the-
I'm about to go
now
get a cutout.
The second, now the second main brand is Warcogs, which were
Yeah.
made by Gale Force 9.
Yeah.
You might have a hard time finding them. I know people like
A lot of Gale
miniature.
Force 9 stuff is getting kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
They have a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they got really
have
good
discontinued
stuff.
Poison Cloud AoEs.
Yeah, those
and
things are cool.
all kinds of shit like
But the
that.
Gale Force 9 ones, you can probably find at Miniature Market and stuff like
Online
that.
somewhere.
Online stuff. If you can get some, I would highly suggest picking them up.
Yeah.
They are completely solid, so you don't have that little end piece. And you get a big 5-inch AOE template, and you get a 3-inch AOE template
That's
to go
nice.
with, which
That's
is
good.
really kind of cool.
It's kind of hard sometimes.
And
4-inch
they're-
AoE templates are very hard
Yeah.
to find. You'll have to find those on
Yeah.
the internet or online.
Yeah.
Like every
They're always sold out.
every
Michael's is
leatherworking
always
or
sold
place like that, it's so hard to find AoE 4s. And really, the only AoE 4s that I've found, the only ones for trolls are Epic Gristle's Crescendo. It's AoE 4. Jarl's Feet are D3
AoE 4.
plus 3 AoE 4s
that stay. Yeah.
that stay there. And I think that's.
the only
that's
one.
it.
The only one in
That's
Kador is the Battle Engine.
Yeah.
Battle Engine leaves an AOE 4 rough terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what our battle engine leaves?
I know.
5-inch
5-inch
AoE,
AoE,
knockdown.
Yeah. You know what my Colossal does? It does 4-inch AoE knockdowns on its fists every time.
Whatever.
Yeah, fuck the Mountain King.
But
Shit.
those templates are good. And then the third brand of templates that's kind of big is Advanced Deploy. They're an online retailer. They make their own acrylics. They actually have a lot of neat stuff. They have the 3-way multi-tool that I use, my Iron Arena one. They
Has stealth, line of sight, and reach melee.
Haha. Rift is AoE
Yeah.
4.
No, AoE 3.
It's an AOE 3.
AoE
Rift is AoE
4.
4.
Shit, 4.
Fuck, I thought Rift was AoE 3.
So did I.
I've
for some
never
reason.
used a Rift really.
Yeah.
I've got
I've ripped
Prime
myself
Gristle
once.
has got Rift.
No, this is the
and
okay.
that's
No,
the
no, no.
time.
This will be the third cast that you said this in a row.
Because it's terrible.
Oh yeah, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
okay.
did
You know.
you Rift?
he
Right,
rifted
yeah,
my
I
Chaosies.
Yeah.
and
And
hurt
rolled
himself.
dou- and
Didn't
rolled
kill the
double
Chaosies
sixes.
and hurt himself.
Rolled
Yeah.
double 6s on myself.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're like armor 11.
Yeah.
It's like 5.
Yeah.
But,
It's bad.
But the Advanced Deploy, they have some really cool stuff. They have a Purge template.
It's a good warcaster.
That's good.
Yeah, they have a big 6-inch. Well, it's a half a foot Purge template.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they have
Well, if you play crits,
they have
you'll like
a
that.
feet token that's a foot, and you just write down your foot, your feet, and you just throw it on the table, and it bounces.
That could be bad.
Well, it's foam. It's like poofy foam. Well, you know, it's
It
be
could like
ah,
bounce right into all your chaos.
Like defensive feats, like Epic Gristle, I've forgotten that I have popped
Yeah.
it a few
Yeah.
times.
feet. So
Like
that's
Callista's
another good
feet.
thing to.
And then
to
I
know.
got double renegated
Yeah.
and bad.
They also carry really cheap terrain made out of acrylic, and then some laser cut PDF stuff as well. So it's a really solid site.
There are
It's cool.
so many
Advanced
different
Deploy.
things to help
Oh,
the
that's
game.
They don't make. They stop producing around Christmas time, so you need to get an order in before Christmas. If you're watching this, 6 months down the road,
Yeah.
or listening to us.
To the people in the future.
Yeah, future people.
Oh,
they also have these
future
cool little
people.
base huggers, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah,
That
that
is
is
cool.
cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
you put them on your base, and they show you your melee
That's a
gauge.
lot of accessories right there.
That
Goddamn.
is-
Yeah.
What are those
Well,
things?
they come with flag templates and everything.
Yeah,
they carry
that's-
flag templates. Those
Interesting
are
rounded things.
rings.
Yeah. Got
They also have charge.
AoE rings, AoE ring combo sets,
Yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff.
front markers, spray templates, charge lane markers, which are kind of cool. Although I've seen some people get angry about like those charge lane markers that you can't really use them technically in tournaments or something else.
Technically, can't.
Yeah.
What you should do is
But-
throw down a base where you want to charge,
Yeah.
and then do the charge.
Yeah. Also, when you get into tournaments and stuff,
Gear claw.
you want to get just some extra large, medium, and small bases for charges. So when you declare a charge, you put your put your marker there, and then you can see
Oh, yeah.
if you could even make it there. If there's any like a millimeter fucking in the way or stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I did get, except I don't have batteries for it yet, is a line of sight laser.
Oh, did you get
Yeah, a
one
line of sight
Yeah,
laser is good
those are cool.
for stuff
I mean,
like that.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's a necessity.
It's
No,
not,
not at all.
Definitely not.
It's just kind of.
But if you have one or two
It's
people in
nice.
your meta that have one,
It
It's,
can be useful.
It's nice.
It's useful in some situations.
What the hell? Oh my god!
I want some Luellas.
well, you know.
I want a little elephant.
I want a little elephant. I want a little elephant.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what
Delicious
else do you think?
barbecue.
I think Keith, who's on the Muse podcast, brings this up too, and it's not really an accessory, but when you're playing in a tournament, bring a snack with you. Trail mix,
Snickers, so you
a
don't
Snickers
have to
bar.
Snickers.
Oh my God, Snickers bars are amazing.
You don't have to act like a
If you
diva.
get Snickers minis, that means you can just pop them like one or two a game, and you'll be okay.
You were good.
Yeah.
It's like speed.
And a water.
On
very
tournament, I have never eaten before a tournament.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest.
Or coffee.
I try
I
not to
wouldn't
have any
suggest-
caffeine.
Oh
I
God,
don't
that is
eat-
terrible for the camera when you just.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest like eating a heavy meal before the tournament, but definitely bring
Uveitis.
some. Yeah, definitely bring some like snacks. Like I'm serious. Like trail mix. What he likes to use is animal crackers, which in the
Tournaments can be
in the
very
magic
fucking long.
scene, you will see a lot of animal crackers and a lot of trail mix on just people's tables.
It can get
know what's
very
great?
long.
Cliff bars.
A 3-round tournament will go for
A white
5
chocolate
hours,
macadamia.
very minimum.
When I used to play Magic, used to do that. I'd dump out 20 M&Ms and use that as my life total. And when I'll take damage, I'll just eat them.
So if you got your life back, you have to regurgitate them?
No, I'll just dump more out of them.
You're just like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Dude, hurt me. Please. I'm like fucking starving here. That was always fun.
These 20 M&Ms are really going to hold me over. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
One chocolate chip will give you enough energy to walk 150 feet.
There you go. One chocolate chip. There you go. If you're just like, then you got someone gives you chocolate chip, you're good. You're good. It's funny how the body doesn't work like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any other kind of things that you want to kind of bring up about accessories and things?
I mean,
that you kind
Talk
of
about War Room a little
Wall
bit.
Yeah,
templates.
Yeah.
Wall templates.
Wall templates.
They're 3.75
Yep.
by 0.75.
5 of an inch.
Those are good to make out of like a little piece of wood or something like that for like Janissa, Captain Gunborn, Balder, Gordon.
there's one of the
Fiora has Wall of Flame.
Fiora has Wall of Flame,
Yeah.
and
the
one
new,
of
now the
new-
Wall of Blades.
the
or
Wall of
whatnot.
Razor-
Yeah.
Razor
And,
Wall.
and anytime it says like wall of something, it's a wall template. You
Yeah.
can't just grab,
A giant,
a wall
like,
from your bin and be like, hey, this is
You
it.
can't put like
No,
your
no,
iPad down and be like that.
when
It's
it
a wall.
says when it says wall
Can't
template, you
charge
have to
over that,
use
fuck you.
the 3.75 by 0.75 template. That's it. Anything other than that is not legal.
That's true.
So yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about War Room a little bit.
Yeah.
Tinker House, fuck you. I'm done.
Okay,
It's getting better.
War Room
It's getting
has increasingly been getting better
Yeah.
over the last month, I would say.
I mean, for like 2 months, my mercs, I couldn't create a mercs list on War Room. I'd press mercenaries, and it would just like, the screen would just scramble, and I'd have like 8 different
I saw
screens up
that.
at once.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
I'd have to like click through shit. It was awful, and it wouldn't let me do anything.
Generally, I wouldn't suggest playing a game through it. Although we do have some players here that do it, and it's completely legal.
I build my list, I put the cards on the table,
Yeah.
and that's how I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those players that's like, oh, let me get
Click.
the stats. I've memorized the stats
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
every single one of my lists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not
It's
going to take
important.
me long to shuffle through this shit.
True.
It's important to
Yeah, the only nowadays I just keep my cards in a stack unless I'm playing something new, and then I put those to the side. Well, you've seen me do that. Like I've been playing around with my conquest, and I'm like, well, I need
Cards are there for them,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
and taking
Yeah, it
and
is.
recording damage.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
it.
That's
Yeah.
what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, War Room's not bad. It's an okay list generator.
Yeah.
It's
like it
not as
for-
good as iBodger if it was still around. Wish it was still around.
That's
It was a
before my
list
time.
creation service. Now, what is that? What's the one?
Oh, Ford Commander.
Yeah, Forward Commander is really good. Sleepy Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Ford
I'm crashing from the coffee that I just had.
Forward Commander's really
Have
good.
some more.
I'm good with that fucking shit.
It's Ethiopian coffee.
Ethiopian moonshine.
Yeah.
Do that
Hey, there's we're from the south. There's nothing wrong with moonshine.
A little bit.
But it's sun dried. It's delicious. It's coffee from the home of coffee. This is Ethiopia is where coffee comes from originally. That's where the Arabs got it from. They're
I'm not-
like, oh, look at this.
I'm not gonna argue
we
with
stuff
that.
we
is-
don't really
know.
care.
I
That's
don't give
problem.
a fuck, really.
I'm just telling you some interesting facts.
It's not really
Thanks
interesting.
for
Actually,
that.
it can be interesting. So go fuck yourself. I think it's interesting.
I love how his New York accent becomes more and more like as he gets more and more
His, like,
aggravated.
angry level goes up. He's like, God damn it, go fuck yourself.
You should hear it when I'm really angry.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You guys.
It's like when this guy he threw all my spray paint into a fire one day when I was on vacation at Rio, and just threw all my spray paint into the fire to explode them because they're fucking retards. And I come back and I see that this is happening. I get on my phone and I just start screaming at him. And it's very New York.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
haven't been there in a while, so I'm kind of losing. I'm kind of accumulating a southern accent. It's
So,
horrible.
things. Let's
hate
go
it.
over things you might need when you're painting.
Paints,
Paint
paint brushes.
Yeah,
water.
actually, I kind of want.
Models to paint.
I kind of want to
Primer,
to talk
primer.
about painting paints for a little bit.
No, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave this conversation.
Really, you got
Oh, God.
you got three major
Stuck.
you got three major brands of paint. You
Yeah.
have P3, you have Reaper, and you have
the
Citadel.
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 Citadel's good. I still
I haven't,
use
used,
it.
I haven't used any Reapers yet.
You gotta water down Citadel stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
I've bought
Especially the base paint.
I bought a
very
good
Red
amount.
label. It's
Yeah,
like,
GW's fine.
yeah, they
They're
got
not
some
bad
good paints.
They're kind of old school with how they do their paint. They're not bad.
I like a lot of their colors.
P3 is what we kind of exclusively use nowadays. We really like
It's
how
fucking great.
it's really
so
good paint. It's smooth.
And it goes. It just. I don't know.
They got good paints. Very
It
good
just
paints.
fucking.
I don't know. It's just good.
Just
Yeah,
good.
It's good, and you get a lot of paint. You get a lot of
Yeah,
paint.
you do.
Comes in a good sized container.
Yeah.
Compared to GW paint, you get a ton of paint. And then
It's a lot
Reaper.
thinner.
You guys haven't used Reaper. I bought
have not.
quite a bit of Reaper back when I was just painting. I didn't play any games. But the bad thing about you got Vallejo too. That's a fourth big one. Which Vallejo
Yeah, I have some.
Vallejo game color is pretty good. Their model color is more for people who want to do military colors and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Very
But they're
drab, earthy tones.
but they're
Good
game-
in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, how I paint it works
yeah,
for me.
Yeah.
But Reaper stuff is good. But the problem that I have with Reaper stuff is a lot of people love dropper bottles. Personally, me,
No, I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan of dropper bottles because they clog really, really easily.
Yeah.
Even if you clean them, they really.
And I always I always have a problem dropping too much paint, so I always
That's
feel like I'm
true.
wasting.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
you get that way.
it's not much, but it's waste.
Another good accessory for painting, and I use this too, is go to Walmart and go to the camping supplies and get a headlamp.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Get a
Headlamps are
little
great.
$20
Headlamps are great.
headlamp,
Yep.
and it brightens up your model. You can paint in a brighter tone, like paint over your normal brighting, like however you're going to highlight,
Brightness.
over highlight. Because then when you take off your lamp and something, it's going to look really spectacular on the
Yeah.
table.
And they're good for seeing odd angles where if you have like a light shining from one direction,
One
you
stack
can't
angle.
fucking see the goddamn underside of the other angle, and the headlamps help a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people, you can use a table lamp as well.
Yeah.
Just click on a
Actually,
table
I
lamp.
use a static light behind the table and then a light that comes directly down.
Okay.
I got
And
a table
I'm
lamp.
over that.
And then I got I got like 4 lamps surrounding my painting area, like 2 in front of me.
You want
2
as
behind
much
me.
light coming from
as
every
possible.
direction as possible.
Yeah.
It's true.
To brighten everything.
And I also have a little painting tray, which I really like. I got one from downstairs. I forget what
Oh, okay.
company.
I think Citadel. It's a
Yeah,
Citadel
it's
paint
Citadel, and it's really nice just to have. It helps me keep organized with the paints I'm using for certain models, and it has a little water brush and blah blah blah. And it's got little trays. It's good. I like it.
Speaking of trays, going back to more of play side, you have tournament trays
Tournament
as well.
trays.
Yeah,
great.
tournament trays are
Yeah.
good.
Which Battle Foam also makes a tournament tray. It's not bad. You get 2 trays and 1 set of handles. Wish it came with 2 set of handles.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's my main problem with that is it doesn't come with 2 sets of handles. But they have Broken Egg Games, which is wooden trays, and then the new Mechanica Studios, which Zach has one of their trays. Looks really
Yeah,
good
it does
as well.
look pretty nice.
They're all about the same cost, so it just depends on how you want to go with your tray. Definitely, if you're going to a tournament, get a
Very
tray.
useful.
Get a tray, or if you're really cheap, and I've seen this happen before, people put magnets on the bottom of their bases and use a cookie sheet. Just tink, tink, tink,
Yeah.
tink, tink.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Seen
before.
that.
too.
It works really,
Yeah.
really well.
Really well, actually.
Or make your own shit out of plywood. I don't know
Yes.
if you guys were saying
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people
I
use.
zoned out for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Drink some water.
Let's see. Back to the painting side. Brushes are really important.
Yeah.
I
Good
like.
and bad brushes are really important.
Yeah.
I feel.
Bad brushes are used for dry brushing.
and I do a lot of basing, so brushing out the glue on my bases.
Walmart brushes.
I use crap brushes and some other things too. You know, if I'm doing heavy washes on stuff. And then I have like 3 or 4 brushes that I treat just really well. Like I spend a little bit extra money on them.
Winsor Newton Series
Yeah.
7s.
All that kind of stuff.
Some army painters are okay, and
Yeah.
Vallejo makes some
Yeah.
alright brushes as well.
I don't know what brands I have, but I have a nice like wooden brush. It looks really nice.
I would
Treat it well.
definitely suggest Winsor Newton Series 7s brushes. They will run you between $16 to $25, but
They'll last
if you get a
forever.
0, a 1, and a 2, you'll never have to buy another brush. And get some of the little painters some painter soap, which is basically a lemon bar, and you just swirl it around your lemon bar with some water, and it smells all lemony. And what you do is you just make your tip of your brush back to its tip, and you don't even wash it out. You just leave it, and you let that
I'll have to get some of that.
you let that painter soap dry. And while it's drying, it cures your bristles. And then when you wash the soap back out of it, your bristles are nice and cured.
Where'd
And
you
they're
get
nice
that?
and oily. At a painter supply store.
Online?
We have one in Waynesville, and I buy all my painter supply stuff in Waynesville.
You make
Well,
a trip there.
God damn it.
There should be some painter supply store here in Asheville.
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucking
gotta be.
Asheville.
Oh, True Blue.
I mean,
True Blue, yeah.
I mean, throw a rock. You'll
I
hit
know the
somewhere.
owner of
Yeah.
True Blue actually. So
Oh, nice.
he was in the Promise House.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I remember
Anonymity was just broken big time. Hopefully he doesn't watch this video. I don't
No,
know.
he won't.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's some good tips, guys. That's some good tips.
Yeah.
So let's switch over to our second topic. Let's go over. Well, I think we talked about this threat assessment.
We went over this a little bit.
Yeah, threat
Or,
assessment.
or did you want to go over trolls this week?
Well, I always go over trolls.
Let's
Talk
do-
for hours on trolls.
Yeah, let's get off of the troll wagon here.
No, I think we should talk about troll threat assessment.
Okay, you want to do troll threat assessment?
Maybe.
All right.
That's
you know,
pretty
we can-
specific.
We'll make this. We done Kador last week. We done a neat list on Kador last week. Do you have a neat list that we can make or break for trolls that we can share this week?
Yeah. I have an epic gristle list that, or actually, we've got. This is more of a.
Gristle. That's interesting.
I've got. We'll go over.
Yeah, Epic Gristle is kind of
both
interesting.
epic gristle
Yeah.
and calandra.
Let's pick one.
Yeah,
We'll go
let's
over
do
one.
epic gristle because
I'll
know
I'll
Calandra.
tell you the list and we'll go into depth.
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
There's
People
one
know
calandra
Calandra.
list it's been making a little waves
it's
just
a
because
rainbow.
how it's called. Yeah, it was
Taste the
called Taste the Rainbow. This one's the one that I made a little bit differently.
Fat bottom girls, man.
Yeah.
Fat bottom girls.
If War Room would ever fucking load up.
Oh.
Maybe you should get a
Okay, so it's
Tablets.
Calandra with the Rune Bear, and it's gonna have the Slag, Pyre, Storm, Bouncer, Axer, Impaler, and Rock.
Whoa.
Two
It's
pack-
all the lights. And rock.
Two-pack,
And rock.
yeah. Rocks for primal, so you can primal the
swamp.
lights so they can still do a lot of work.
You got swamp in there?
No swamp, and then 2
What's
packs
wrong
of
with
trolls, a
you?
minion or a max unit.
What's
of
the
Trail
winter
Stones,
troll, man?
And the swamp got fucking winter troll.
What's wrong with you, man?
He only
So
brings it against Sorsha.
You just you bring the winter troll, you bring Mountain King, and you bring whatever Gunborn,
yeah,
and have fun.
yeah.
Bring it to a
And then
tournament.
2 packs of
Unless
wells,
someone
a
didn't
max
know that.
unit of Creole Stones,
Some
and the swamp
big
goppers.
tournament.
Hey, will you stop talking while I'm talking?
No,
Thanks, man.
I'm just going to talk.
So
I
this.
want to troll you because you play trolls.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Mike. Let's go to this list.
He's gonna start.
Okay, that's what I'm telling you now.
Dead air, man.
Yep, dead air.
Come on.
Okay.
It's bad for conversation.
Yeah, it is. We should shut the fuck up. Okay,
go.
so Calandra is gonna do a lot of things for these lights. She has Soothing Song, Starcross to make defense 12, even kind of hard to hit. You kind of have to boost to hit to reliably get to it. Her feet, just she has a lot of really good scenario piece, and in between the whelps and Soothing Song, you can actually prevent a lot of frenzy. And then
So this is just a straight beast list.
straight beast kamikaze.
So there's
just-
no troops in this list.
No, there's the Creole Stone,
The Creole
Max
Stone,
Unit
okay.
Creole Stone, but those
Okay.
guys are in the back.
But not troops.
Not true
No,
troops.
no, real.
But that I'm not going to go too in depth on that.
Right. We all know what the Curl Stone does. So.
So the other list. Oh shit! I deleted it.
Oh,
I
God.
can do it real quick though. It's Epic Gristle, a Mountain King, Earthborn, and then your pick of a light, a utility light, usually a damage animus, either Slag or the Pyre Troll.
Slagger Fire.
Yeah,
Slag is
for
good.
just single target +2 damage and crit fire or crit corrosion.
Or immunity fire.
Yeah.
Or that's usually, you get your damage, and then you have the next round of just being immune to that type, which is good against Legion and Protectorate or Power Troll, anyways. Stuff like that. So the basic point of this list is an armor skew, to the point where it's a scenario piece. You put shit on the scenario, and unless there's purification out there, which will still even then only lower it by -2, because the other 2 sources of where the armor is coming from is a feat and the Creole Stone, and you can't purify that, can't get rid of it. So you're using everything that has base armor 19. So Mountain King, Earthborn, and the War Wagon are your main pieces. You're going to be playing those 2 base to base. You're going to have Janissa in there putting a wall in front of them. You have the Earthborn putting his Animus on both of them. You have the Creole Stone behind them. So the armor on not feet turn is 23. That's kind of hard for a lot of things to deal with.
Yeah.
Unless there's a lot of buffs out there. And they have to devote a lot to it. And then you've got a lot of sprays and AoEs and gristle. So between 3 models, you have a surprising amount of anti-infantry. Gristle can do a lot of work by herself. Mountain King, sweeping and kill-shotting, can do a lot of work. Or the War Wagon, between his knockdown and the spray, which is usually what you want to do, is have Gristle come up, and the target that you really you really want to knock down, you use her Quake to get it knocked down. It's only going to be an AoE 3, POW 14. So if you can try and find something like
A stalker.
if you see a stalker that you really want to knock down, see if there's a shifting stone next to it. Shoot the shifting stone if it's not stealth. And it's most of the time it might be stealth, or
50-50.
a lot of circle players bring 2 shifting stones and stuff like that.
Well, even if it's a 4-inch AoE, right?
The War Wagon is a 5-inch AoE. The Epic Gristle's Quake is 3-inch. She has a Crescendo, which is a 4-inch AoE template that stays there, and it's a POW 12 if you enter her in it, and that's only non-friendly faction models will take
Right.
that.
Oh, that's very nice.
She also has a spray. I will just go through the Crescendo. She has Quake. On a direct hit against an enemy model, all models hit or knocked down. Then she has Sonic Eruption. Her stats become range spray 10, POW 12 for this attack. She's Rat 6. It's alright.
She's
That's-
boostable.
But
that's
what
standard.
you're leading with is that knockdown. So the rat becomes kind of, you just boost a hit on that first one.
Yeah.
And then you're following it up with Mountain King spray, her spray, spray from the War Wagon, and another knockdown shot.
Ground
And then you have Janissa. Your units really in this one are not. There's not going to be any screening units. It's just Creole Stone Bearers. And that's basically the list.
Right.
Is just skewing your armor. You brick up until you can get in there.
What about the warders?
Warders would be good because Epic Crystal has dash. You can make them, speed 5, which is a little bit better.
And
Yeah,
feet
but-
turn makes them what? Armored 24?
Armor 23.
Armored 23. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking good.
Because they become armor. Yeah, because they're base armor 17. You damage them, they become 19. Creole Stone, they're 21. Unyielding, they're 23.
Yeah.
So
So
a lot of
this
armor stacking.
crazy
Warders would
armor
be really
schemes,
good in that because they'd be able to sit up front and they'd be able to screen decently because
Well, they're
You know,
reach models, right?
they're-
Reach weapon
they're-
masters.
they're reach weapon masters,
Are they
but they're
Are
slow.
the warders reach?
Yes, the
Yeah.
warders are reach.
They're good. I
Mhm.
like them.
Champions are.
Champions are the 2 attack,
They have,
non-reach.
they have 2.
But I don't really like using heavy infantry to screen. They usually get taken out. Even with that high armor, you're.
I don't know. That's pretty.
23s are kind of high.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not.
Even
that-
heavies.
23 is going to be on the approach. They're going to be 21s.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good.
That's it's going to be hard to kill
I mean-
them, and almost impossible to kill them in range.
The only way, yeah.
Yeah.
And heavies, most heavies, are going to be hitting you at POW 20,
Mm.
POW 21. That's dice -3 to dice -2, and you
Yeah,
need
well,
to
that-
do 8 wounds.
You're not on this list. You're really not going to pop your feet until you get to the scenario where you want to park and stop. So that's where you get to it. It's really it's a brick attrition list, or brick attrition scenario. You get to a scenario, you park your shit on it, you pop your feet when everything's about to hit you, and hopefully, if everything goes well, it
Mitigate.
crashes against you and it stops. And then you have, 2 huge pie plates on this scenario that cannot be removed. From there, the momentum will hopefully go in your direction.
So that's a really good list.
Yeah.
That is definitely
I mean,
highly armored
it's,
skew.
it's a casual list.
I don't-
It's,
I-
I don't, I
I
don't
can
really
s-
think it's gonna be.
I could see it used.
I'm gonna run it in a few against tournament lists and see how it does.
In that particular kind of list, the things that you got to watch out for are going to be
Prime de Negra, Parasite,
yeah.
Popping Feet,
Your-
Dark
your
Shrouded
things
by
with
Enthralls.
your debuff
Yeah.
lists.
Or things that can ignore your buffs.
Mhm.
Any Wraith Bane or Arcane Assassins out there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Blessed.
Blast weapons.
Things of that
Well,
nature.
there's a weird interaction. Thirthborn casts Elemental Communion. Elemental Communion, you're not getting a direct buff,
Right,
armor
that's
buff.
true.
You're getting a buff from the terrain.
Mhm.
So there are some weird interactions, and like the Creole Stone, it cannot be ignored. It's not a spell effect.
Mhm.
So you've always got that +2.
Does she have a? I guess you would fill your Krill Stone turn 1 because she has a hard time keeping that Krill Stone full, doesn't
No,
she?
no,
She
she
doesn't?
really
She casts dash and like
Yeah, I mean
There's one
the first turn.
She's not like a Mad Drac who's like, oh god, the Krill Stone, I can't feel this.
No, it's Jarl. You
Jarl.
never want to run a Creole Stone with Jarl because every turn he's putting 3. He's paying for 3 upkeeps, and then he's wanting to shoot twice and cast 2 magic bullets. You really need to bring the Rune Bearer in, and it's hard to sit on transfers with him. So what you do is you want to shoot. Hopefully you kill it. Swift Hunter, magic bullet, shoot. Have
Hopefully
magic
you
bullet
kill.
again. Hopefully you kill Swift Hunter, magic bullet. So that's 4 inches away from where you moved up to. But you should be range 16 about this point with the Impaler. And then I always have tactical supremacy on him. So you get that 4-inch movement from the 2 guns, and then you get to move 3 inches back. So it's just, you're moving up, and then you're dancing around with
Right.
Jarl,
So,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
kiting.
you have 13
And-
inches of movement per turn.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's usually how I play Jarl, is just, that's how you play Jarl. It's just him kiting the shit out of things.
Some good troll talk today. It's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Epic Crystal's got a lot of flack.
Yeah, she really
A lot
does.
of people
Yeah.
think she's not that good, but
I mean,
she's a super solo.
actually, both
With
bristles
armor
don't get enough
skew.
respect.
No, Prime Gristle is
I don't know,
is considered one of the top tier.
I think back in the day when Mark II first came out, she wasn't considered the best of the best.
Yeah. Well, things definitely changed. That's
because,
the cool thing
yeah.
about the game.
Because people were like, well,
Prime
Evadrak and Grim.
The problem
Yeah.
I have with Prime Gristle, love her rules, love her feet, love everything about her. Her fucking model.
Yeah.
Her
Is
model
that the chin?
sucks. No,
No,
it's
Chin is.
She's like-
Janessa.
Oh,
It just looks it looks so bad. Like I want to proxy an Epic Gristle's model for Prime Gristle because Epic Gristle's model is pretty good. It's like heavy armored and got a hammer up in the air and it looks pretty cool.
same
Prime
weapon
Gristle's model
on
sucks.
both models. right?
Yeah, big hand.
Yeah, Resounder. It's got
Resounder.
crit smite, non-reach.
That's
You're not
a
getting her into
non-reach.
melee, yeah.
It's a tiny.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
a-
like
well,
it's
you
like a
can't really
hand.
see it.
Oh, it looks big.
It's
yeah,
like that
model.
big, yeah.
Looks pretty big on the model.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. Then again, you got the avatar with reach.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, the
Fucking butter
fluff is he swings and then flame like whisks people. He deals damage with the flames.
It singes people.
POW 19 singe.
It's a cut. It's like a fucking laser sword, basically.
Oh,
Sonic
he's-
booming out of his sword.
Yeah, he's a
That's
fucking
kinda-
Jedi.
He's guily. Guile.
Guile. Yeah, that's what this list is geared toward. Is on feet turn, you're gonna have things. The Mountain King, that's gonna be in the front. The Mountain King
We talk about the Crusader who doesn't have reach.
and the War Wagon are gonna be armor 25.
Vanquisher.
Yeah,
Has a fucking
yeah,
chain
it
weapon.
is like this fucking taller than his model. It's like I don't have reach.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like I play against him. I always think he has
So-
reach, so I keep out of it. And I'm just like, oh, wait, he doesn't.
So with Calandra, that list is very, very interesting.
Yes.
Because is that a tournament quality list that's been kind of going around, or is that of your own?
There was a guy on the forums. I can't remember exactly his name, but he's like this dude that fucking just makes these crazy ass lists that people are like, that's not gonna work. And he stomps the shit out of them with it, and they're like, oh yeah, I guess that works. I think his name is like Trollicious or something like that. Yeah,
With
they
a
probably
name like Taste the Rainbows, that makes sense.
yeah, and I think I think he made the Taste the Rainbow list and some other really odd lists that you're just like, man, I can't see that working.
Can't fathom.
But it skews something that people aren't normally
used to.
dealing with, and you're like, oh well, fuck, I guess.
Yeah,
that is
you're
good.
used. I mean, like trolls aren't normally going to run that beast heavy.
Mhm.
I mean, even if it's just lights, but still, I mean, that's a lot. Of beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Calandra's weird.
Yeah, great infantry.
She's like in that middle where she's not really infantry and she's not really beast friendly. She kind of just supports everything.
She's a support cat.
Yeah.
That's what she
Yeah,
does.
she's. I mean, there's really nothing.
She'll assault somebody.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
assault the fuck out of you with mercy killer. Or mercy killing. Yeah, but she takes things that like the burrowers and just makes them godly with on her feet turn and re-rolling ones and twos on their attack and damage.
Great.
It's damn good.
Great.
Damn good. Star-crossed on defense 13 is surprisingly hard to hit.
Well, Starcross on defense 12, the amount of times I will roll double ones is ridiculous. I'll have
6 and 2 ones. I'm like,
6 and that's a miss. I just fuck me.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that was some good troll talk. That's good troll talk. So you guys want to move? We haven't done one of these in a while. You guys want to move to salt bag of the week?
Salt bag of the week.
Salt sack of the week.
who's gonna get that?
So I'm going to nominate myself for salt sack of the week.
What is this?
Why?
I'll nominate myself because I was a little hard on my Holt model last week.
Oh yeah.
He
He kind of doesn't do shit.
He nat 2'd at least 3 times in a row. Just
Yeah.
oh, there's 2. Oh, there's 2. Oh, there's 2. Thanks, Holt. You fucking blow. Thanks, Holt.
Yeah.
Thanks, going woo, Yosemite salmon up through the damn field, not hitting a damn thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. Do we talk about Zach quitting in the tournament?
Yes, we've done this a while ago.
We talked about that last show.
That was the
That's
5 minutes
two.
with.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we had
Well,
5 minutes. With
I'm gonna nominate him for Salt of the Week, anyways. You don't do
That was a
that,
month ago.
especially with Gatsby. Nobody else was salty.
That's true. Well, I
You don't do that with
Joe
Gatsby too.
Joe was a little salty.
Joe-
Oh
Joe was
yeah,
a little
he did. He
salty.
wanted to quit too, didn't he?
He did quit.
He did quit?
Yeah, he quit halfway through.
Okay, well,
Warmachine.
Zach's already got his. Joe, salt of the week. You
Salt
don't
of the
quit.
week, Joe.
You don't quit. I like Joe, he's cool, but don't fucking quit.
There you go. Simon, salt bag of the week.
Kapler.
You gonna go with
I'm
Kapler?
gonna go with Kapler.
He was pretty nice in our game. He took that
He
loss.
took it well, but he was
He took it.
seething on the inside.
How was he
You can see it.
seething? I think he
I
actually
can
done
see
really
it.
well.
Well, then you would get salt of the week at every game you lost. Because you on the outside,
Yeah,
but on
I
the
see it.
inside, it's fucking Hurricane
see.
Katrina.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh god.
Go nuts, you
No,
we're not gonna say it.
I'll go
Can't
there.
say it.
You already had your Trail of Tears moment.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't too much salt last week.
There really wasn't. We actually had a really big week last week.
Yeah, it's cool.
Our store kind of blew up last week. We had we had new players here last week. We
Old players coming back last week.
You know what? Fuck it. Drop your salt bag of the week. I'm dropping my salt bag of the week. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna do rotten egg sack of the week, and we're gonna vote it for the fucking Hurt Derps.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Derps.
fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Oh.
They get it.
They get it.
Awful.
Rotten egg.
Awful.
They're probably coming here pretty soon.
Sock of the week.
Yeah,
The-
they come
No,
here
that's
on
on
Monday.
Tuesdays. It's on
Yeah,
Tuesdays.
they
I thought they were Monday.
No.
they come on fucking Tuesdays.
Just on
They
Tuesdays.
used to come on Mondays when Amber yelled at them. Then they started coming on Mondays, and then after like a month, they were like,
Yeah.
back on
Let's
Tuesday.
sneak back in on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
maybe they
so
won't notice us or smell us.
We have these herp derps that come in our shop on Tuesdays.
We've nicknamed one Rasheth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Domino
Rasheth.
Rasheth. Which, by the way, we have an idea of setting up our video camera here and just videotaping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
It's-
might put
it's
up
like-
a session.
Yeah. And your
Steven
voice.
put it very well. He's like it's like a Wes Anderson movie with just no dialogue or
Yeah.
really shitty dialogue.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Like they it's Tuesdays is Warmachine Tuesday.
And we pack the house.
Yeah,
we pack
do.
the house. We take all the tables up, and it's that's our day. We have that. That's ours.
We respect the Pathfinder.
We have
days and
an
whatever
agreement
other-
with the shop.
Yeah.
So these people come in and they ask for a table,
And they walk around with no shoes on.
and they walk around with those shoes on and unwashed bodies, and something's going on in here that I don't even know.
This is something like everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're always there's 2 flights of stairs to come up here. You should like videotape
It-
what
it
the
takes-
stairs are.
Yeah.
It takes like 15
It's like
minutes.
it's one flight of stairs, but it curves, and it's like
Yeah.
it's fucking one flight of stairs.
There's probably like
and they're
20
windy when they
steps.
get up here.
20
Look.
steps.
Yeah. Look, I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy.
He is.
But
Call him Big
I don't
Massive.
look like I'm going to die when I come upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey,
Hey.
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 We're talking about the herp derps.
the
The
Tuesday
herp-
night.
The Tuesday night herp derps.
I
Yeah.
can't say anything. Is this on video?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's,
You can get your face in here. Get your face
Yeah,
in here.
come on, Simeon.
This is Simeon, the store owner.
Yeah.
It's a Wes Anderson film.
Yeah,
waiting
we
to happen.
told,
Yeah.
yeah, I told him about
Yeah,
It's
that.
the
yeah.
most awkward situation you'll ever be in.
Yeah, and that's the
Also
weird
smelly.
thing.
Yeah.
Very
It's
smelly.
very smelly.
Yeah.
Mm.
But,
It's like a little bubble of dead puppies.
yeah,
pretty
it's-
much.
yeah,
It's
it's just-
like you take the what
And
would
like-
be the sweetest thing in the world. You kill it, let it rot for a week, and then you put it in the shop, and that's what it smells like.
My wife, which we really need to get her on camera.
Yeah,
with.
we
do.
She's
She's
a very
so-
shy person.
She's so like sweet and nice and shy,
And quiet.
then you say something to her and she's just like, "Grrr." Like,
Yeah,
whoa.
she'll troll the fuck out of someone too. She's like the most unassuming troll in the world. She's like, flip table.
Yeah.
It's
fuck me.
great. But she yelled at our
Let
herp
me,
derps
let
and
me
they didn't
put
show
more
up.
sugar in the coffee.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
straight in the coffee.
Recently, she's I work at Walmart for the greedy bastards that they are, but my wife likes to troll this lady at work, and she's an older lady. She's not old, but she's like mid 50s, I guess, and she'll be putting stuff up on the shelf, and she'll leave her boxes, and she won't break down her boxes. She'll just like pile them up. Well, and then she likes to go to the bathroom all the fucking time, so my wife will wait. And then she'll go to the bathroom. My wife will go back to her shelf and then refill her boxes with the stuff she had just put up, then put them back on her pallet.
Awesome. That's great. That's fucking great.
It is
That's awesome.
hilarious. Because then the site goes back, what happened? What is stuff? I just put this stuff on. I don't know what happened. It is fucking amazing.
That's good stuff.
But yeah, fuck those guys. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll try to catch a picture of Dominar's chef this week and might throw it on the end.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's got like mange
He's
or
I
something.
think
He's like,
yeah.
And then there's the Pokemon Master. Too.
yeah, oh my god.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Scooter guy, man.
Yeah,
That's,
Scooter guy.
Y'all
that's
have-
Scooter Bacooter.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Y'all have a blessed
He's like,
day.
give me a Gauss rifle, I'll kill some motherfuckers. But he doesn't say that because he's.
I got a laser sword.
Yeah.
I'm a Pokemon Master.
You know, cats can sense evil souls.
Yeah! Like, what? Yeah, just out of nowhere.
they can tell if you're evil.
Cats and evil souls do not get along.
And then who was wearing? Zach was wearing the Jesus Saves T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And on the, it was like a D&G joke.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
I didn't get it.
Jesus saves and takes half damage.
It only takes half damage. Yeah.
And so the guy like look from across the parking lot. It's like, hey, I like your shirt. He's like, and Zach's like, oh, it's a D&D joke. And the guy's just like, what? No.
Blasphemy.
You just see like his religious zealousy coming out, exploding in his face.
Yeah.
That's funny stuff.
Good stuff.
All right, so what are we doing right now? Let's go to this segment. What you doing, Mike?
Still trying to paint my Creole Warriors. I keep getting to them and I'm like, fuck. And then I start painting the Long Riders. And I'm still working on Prime Balder for him, his Mozart base. Trying to turn the Ironback Spitter into a Blastoise model.
Very cool.
I'm reading Game of Thrones, still reading the 5th book.
So what about the Red Wedding?
No,
let's
not way
spoil
past that.
spoilers
I'm way
for-
past that.
But that was a big deal over the internet this
last night's
week.
Really?
The
season,
Red Wedding.
season 10 was
because
pretty
the
good.
Episode.
Season 10
or
or not
third
season 10.
yet.
The season finale for episode
Yeah.
10 for season 3. There we go.
I usually wait
It was pretty
until
good.
it's over.
It was pretty good. Yeah, I can't go into it.
Yeah, we
Little-
can't.
Well, I was
talk
gonna
about
tell
that.
a little part about area where they
But
took
no,
it out.
we can't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it.
That, I
I'm
will admit,
glad that they put it back in.
Yeah,
they
well,
just
they
it
should.
wasn't chronologically where
Yeah.
it should have been.
I heard they fucked up one guy though. What's it?
let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Let's not talk about
We'll
it.
talk about
I mean, Game of Thrones. We have to give them that. The community that likes Game of Thrones, not specifically some of the newer guys, but especially the guys that most of the people that read the books are very tight knit, and they don't want to spoil anything
Yeah.
for the people who are reading.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's
I don't,
insane.
It's so good.
it's
It's
really
really
very
is good.
branches off and so many fucking
Game of Thrones is the best. I can't see it. Well, it's one of the better books I've ever read.
Yeah, it's good.
Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Silmarillion
you have to
has
realize
its number one spot.
Tolkien is a different kind of fantasy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's different kind, but
It's
still.
It's also written in like 20s, 30s, and 40s.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
Fucking amazing.
different stuff.
Wrote
Different
in it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Started writing in a World War I
Not
trench.
not so much political intrigue,
Badass.
Yeah.
but mystery and wonder.
Mysteries and wonders.
Who gives a fuck about political
And R.A.
intrigue when they
Salvatore,
get gas
I'm
bombed?
reading a lot of, I'm rereading a lot of R.A. Salvatore stuff. He does a lot of,
good stuff.
it's straight D&D, Forgotten Realms
Those
stuff.
first 3 Forgotten Realm books are amazing. Those first 3.
Dritz,
The,
Jordan.
the first 3 that shows Dritz.
Mhm.
Apparently, you can. There's a like an encyclopedia that Wizard puts out now that goes through exactly how you're supposed to say these words. And
Yeah, it took me forever.
it's a little
I still
annoying.
mispronounce a lot of
Yeah, I
fucking
mean, come on.
stuff.
Yeah, everybody has their own pronunciation.
Yeah.
I'm stupid today.
Groden.
Groden.
Minzo Berenson.
What?
That's the Dark Elf city in Forgotten
Oh,
Realms. I
okay.
couldn't say it for the longest time. I was like,
Yeah, that's
Minzo
oh, whatever.
Berenson. Got it.
Got it. Sam, what you doing?
I'm reading A Briefer History of Time by Stephen Hawking.
Oh, okay.
Which is really interesting.
I really want
Really
Stephen
look.
Hawking to talk dirty to me.
You know what's
So
awesome?
strange.
MC Hawking.
Have you seen epic rap battles of history? So fucking good. But yeah, keep going.
Go ahead.
How does it feel to get interrupted?
Anyway,
don't really care.
What else are you doing? What else are you doing? So you're reading some Stephen Hawking,
Reading
learning some Stephen Hawking
which then
stuff.
gave me an idea of something I want to paint. Not a model, just an actual painting
Oh,
of. I want to try to paint God, which will be interesting.
is it going to be me?
No, I want to try to
You
paint
should
like.
give me my sideburns and mustache.
Yeah, why not?
That's it.
We're just making
Just a floating.
sideburns
the mustaches. That'd be cool. Actually, I watched this a TED Talk last night.
TED Talks. Although
About-
it's really weird how they do things.
Yeah,
I'll get that.
but- and it was about I forget which one it was, but dude was talking about how this girl in like this like third grader was in an art class and she was fucking painting something and teacher goes over and it's like, what are you painting? She's like, I'm painting God. And teacher's like, well, how do you know what God? No one knows what God looks like. And she's like, well, in a couple minutes they will, because I'm painting God right now.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was like, hell yeah.
That's a good way to
Yeah.
view
Yeah.
how things are.
Yeah.
But TED Talks are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they
Like if you're
I think
a
God looks like Oprah Winfrey.
like fat Oprah or skinny Oprah. Either Oprah.
Ambiguous.
In between
Ambiguous
Oprah.
Yeah, amorphous.
Amorphous Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
She's just floating around yelling, "That's because I'm Oprah!
Oprah.
Everyone gets a car!
Even Voldemort.
And
Gets
you get
caught.
cancer."
So, yeah, but with TED Talks, apparently, when you're a speaker at TED Talks, you don't get paid. You just get
You get paid
called by
spiritual dollars.
TED Talk, and then TED Talk's like, hey, come to this, and we'll give you food and lodging, and that's it.
Well, most of the people that
That's all they
talk
give you.
are
Well, I mean, that perpetuates a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the weird thing about TED Talks is like if you go to a TED Talk, you have to spend thousands of dollars to go to a TED Talk. It costs thousands of dollars to attend a TED Talk.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of money to
Yeah.
attend a TED Talk.
Yeah.
Because the only people that attend TED Talks are like
wealthy.
are wealthy people and people that have done stuff into the scientific or artistic communities.
Yeah.
That's why they put them out for free, like on Netflix and stuff like that.
Mm.
But these people pay thousands of dollars and pay their speakers nothing. It's really interesting.
Yeah. Well, God, who knows where that? Yeah. Okay.
That's-
So, yeah.
It's really interesting. It's
Not gonna
Yeah.
comment on that.
No.
it's interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that it
I'm not
might
gonna
be a
try it.
bad thing.
Yeah.
I think it's very
I have
interesting how
no
they
comment. I don't know
do
if
their
Yeah.
things.
negative or positive.
Yeah, I don't
fucking
know what it is.
I've
If I
never
had more
even seen
information-
TED Talk.
They're cool.
The food
Pretty
ones
cool.
are really cool. I like the
Yeah.
food ones.
Mhm.
They're really interesting.
Yeah.
They
They had this really funny one on the brain, and this brain surgeon, like not surgeon, but she studied the brain, and she had a stroke, and she was like, and she was describing her stroke, and I was like, back in high school, I would drink cough syrup when I was broke, and I was like, wait a minute, she's describing me, what happens when that's a stroke. That's what happens.
Every
to me.
time I drank cough syrup, I had a stroke.
Pretty much, it was like word for word what she described. It was exactly how I felt at the time I was tripping, and I was just like, oh,
You might have had a couple strokes.
probably,
That's interesting.
probably.
It still has all motor functions. It's good.
So you're good.
Oh.
So I've been playing. Oh my god, I forgot the damn game I've been playing. State of
Decay. Yeah, my
State of
roommate's
Decay.
playing that.
Been playing State of Decay. I have personally, with me playing State of Decay, I haven't lost a single survivor. But
Congratulations.
a guy got into my camp. A dude came to my camp. Was like, "Hey, I need some fucking help." And I'm like, "Okay, come on into my camp." And he was hurt, and I was like, "Well, he's hurt. I had the best medical tent. I had saved so many lives with this medical tent." And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to put him down yet." Because he was a mechanic, like a really good mechanic. I didn't have a mechanic, and I was like, "Shit, I need a mechanic." And he was like, "This guy's a mechanic, and he's hurt. Maybe my medical tent will be okay." So I go off, and I get a call from the little radio. It's like, "Hey, you might want to come back here." I go back. Fucker turned to a zombie, killed 3 people. God damn it!
Oh.
Like, and it was like 30 minutes
Mm-hmm.
out. Like, I was just like, okay, that's cool. Just let this guy in, out there killing some zombies. 30 minutes later, he fucking turns and kills 3 people.
What is this game?
It's like
It's on
it's an
PS,
open
it's
world
on Xbox. It's
zombie
open,
game.
It's an open world zombie game.
You get to make your own camp.
You
And
get
stuff
to make your own
like
camp. You have to keep your camp's morale up, and you have to do different stuff like that. It's really cool. You have to go scavenge for food for your camp, or they'll die from. You know,
I'll just
it's
let
pretty
all
cool.
my people die for survival mode.
You really can't though. It's weird. It's really weird. It's a weird game. It's cool though. And now it's strange because when you play it, you think it's a game that was probably made on the PS2 or early 360.
Yeah,
because it's
but-
not a very polished game. But how fun it is the
Makes
is,
up for
is
it.
what's
Yeah,
cool
it's-
about it.
It's like the focus isn't the graphics and what it looks like. It's
No.
the gameplay and
It's the
mechanics.
gameplay, which is really cool.
I like stuff like that. I'm not graphics.
Essentials.
Graphics are only going to get you so far.
Yeah.
And then I watched a documentary which made me completely rethink how I think of tournament play. It's called Word Wars. It's about professional Scrabble
Oh
players.
yeah.
What the fuck?
It's
Yeah.
very, very interesting. Professional Scrabble players. Very, very interesting. It's on Netflix. You can check it out, Word Wars.
They remove all dirty words from the Scrabble dictionary. and
Yeah,
people
they
got
talk.
really
They talk
upset.
a lot about people removing dirty words. Okay, like they removed words that are
Scrotum.
considered inappropriate. Things like scrotum is considered inappropriate. Things like dildo, although it's a word, it's considered inappropriate to put in the Scrabble dictionary. Yeah, things like that. They also had a word for sex with a sheep. I forgot what word it was, but it was sex
yeah.
with a sheep. It was a 3-letter word, and the
It's with a weird letter
yeah, it's
too.
with a weird letter. And they're like, well, how is that a dirty word? They're like, well, it's with sex with a sheep. They're like, yeah, it means a sheep having sex with another sheep. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
a human having sex with a sheep.
Yeah.
So apparently, in the Scrabble tournament scene, they have a tournament-only dictionary and then a at-home dictionary.
That's weird.
It's a weird thing. But the tournament scene are cutthroat, hardcore fucking Scrabble players, man. And it made me just rethink how you should maybe act and react to opponents in tournaments. Like it's a good underdog story. It's a good underdog story. And they follow this they follow like is it 1, 2, 3? They follow 4 Scrabble players. And they have, and most of these
I'm
guys
trying to look
are
up this word, and it's can I get a disease from having sex with a sheep? Pastors get 7 years for having sex with pregnant sheep.
well, there you go.
Elderly sweet.
Oh my
Swede
God, I don't
shot.
even know this. But
Let's look at images.
Evangelion is arrested for having sex with a pregnant
but
sheep.
they follow
Jesus.
they
How
follow
to
the,
properly shag a sheep.
they follow the current world champion and they follow
Sex
3
with
other
animals
people.
and STDs.
And the current world champion, man, at the I'll spoil some stuff here. Spoilers if you don't want to know what happens at the end
World
of
Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Yeah, watch out.
The world champion, man, he just has a bad fucking day. He's out of the game. It's like he missed so many of these words, and how you get good at Scrabble is you memorize words. You like what they do is they jumble up the bag and they pull out their Scrabble tiles and they lay it on there and they look at it, and then from those Scrabble tiles and that combination of Scrabble tiles they memorize words they can get out of that particular combination, and then they try to memorize combinations, so if that combination ever pops in, they can know what they can spell out of that combination. And they're like, pop, 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 I can spell this. And then they're like, pop, 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 and I can spell this. And pop, 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 and I can spell this. And apparently,
I'm illiterate, so
it is fucking nuts.
Okay.
And you know what a bingo is in Scrabble? That's using your entire slat.
Oh shit.
And they were talking about how in professional Scrabble, it is not uncommon to see bingos for the first 8 rounds.
God damn.
For the first 8 words are nothing but bingos. And that is fucking nuts.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the world champion was just out of his game. And that made me rethink about how you do like Warmachine tournament wise is if you're in a tournament scene, your head isn't in the game. And you
will
don't
fuck up.
You will fuck up.
Oh,
you
yeah,
need
you
to
will.
have your head into the game. And I mean, you know, it's just crazy. And because nothing was going on in his life. I mean, he had like his first game, he lost to someone that he knew that he could have beat, and then that just
in
detracted him from the game.
In tournaments, the only way, girl problems. That's the only way that I'll. Nice, you just farted. That's the only way that I'll be off my game in tournaments is like if I'm fucking was dating somebody and it's not working.
So you're just completely fucked.
I'll admit that.
That's like the
If my
only-
wife is pissed at me that day and I'm playing a game, I will do shitty because I'm just like, oh fuck, I got to deal with something later.
Yeah.
You know?
I made a major mistake in one of my tournaments where
Now I have
I
plans.
killboxed myself. I myself.
You had to
I was
bribe
not,
Amber.
I was completely.
No, that was against my wife, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how she won the tournament.
Yeah, I killboxed myself pretty bad. It was the last round, play to see who wins. I was doing really good, had great board position, left calandra at like the 13-inch mark.
It happens.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to end the killbox because that smells horrible.
All right. So the killbox has been
It's great.
preemptively ended
Yeah.
by a
Smell it?
fart. No.
See, that's
I
great.
gotta go
Thanks
work
for
too.
being over
guys.
here.
Take care.
See ya.
See you next week.
Enjoy.